right, you guys, we're going to do a little experiment today with baking powder and baking soda. What I have here right now is just plain water in this custard cup, 1/4 of a cup, 1/4 of a cup water in this custard cup, and 1/4 of a cup vinegar in there. And because I'm doing this on the white, I'm going to give it just a smidge of color, one little drop just so you guys can see it. Green happens to be my son's favorite color, so we'll stick with that. We'll give it just a little stir. Hopefully you can see that better. And the food coloring should have no impact on our experiment today. All right, so what I have here is baking soda, and I need just 1/4 of a teaspoon. So we're going to kind of zoom in a little bit here and see what reaction happens with the baking soda and the water. Can you guys see anything happening there? I don't really see anything happening. Well, this here is baking powder, and baking powder is actually made up of baking soda and another chemical called cream of tartar. And then they also add some cornstarch just to keep things from reacting in there, the chemicals. So the baking soda didn't really have a reaction. What do you think might happen when I add the baking powder to the water? I'm going to add a 1/2 of a teaspoon. And the reason the difference in baking, or the amounts that we're using, 1/4 to 1/2, is that baking soda is actually a lot stronger than baking powder. So, but let's see what happens. I'm going to add my baking powder to the mixture. I'm not even stirring it up. Can you zoom in and see what's happening here? We got some reaction, not a ton, but it looks like it's still working. We've got bubbles coming up. And so when you use this in a baked product, it's helping to add those carbon dioxide bubbles into your batter. And as it bakes in the oven and adds heat to that mixture, then it causes your product to rise and will give you the nice light little bubbles that you see, or holes sometimes in your baked product. Now we're going to switch gears and we're going to try some baking soda in the vinegar. Now baking soda is a base, and I'm sure you guys know this from your science classes. Vinegar is actually an acid. And so what we're going to do is we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon to the vinegar mix. Oh, can you hear it? You see all the extra bubbles that are there? In the baking powder, it's actually the cream of tartar that acts as an acid. And we got some bubbles. But remember I said baking soda was a lot stronger? We got a lot more bubbles when we added our base and our acid together, our baking soda and our vinegar. All right, you guys, it wasn't too messy. You could probably try this experiment at home. Just ask a parent first. See you next time.